morning, everyone. It's Kathy with Plan Happy with Me. And if this is your first visit here, welcome. I hope that you decide that you want to stick around for a while. If you're a repeat planner friend, I got an oldie but a goodie waiting for us to work with today. Today we're going to work with Girl with Goals. And I stumbled across this roll of PET tape. Do not ask me when I got it because I didn't remember that I even had it. So, but it is the right colors. I think it's the right colors. Girl with Goals is kind of a smoky plum color. Oh, and the dating stuff is from Mojo's Neutral book. So we're going to hop right in. We're going to start with the top because I feel like that just gives me a place to bounce from. So we're going to use these stickers for the days of the week. And my sweater is getting caught on all the sticker stuff. So I may have to lift my sleeves today. So we're going to just do these in a variegated order. I'm leaving that white on the bottom because I want it to be a little bit of a bigger impression, I guess is a good word. Now all of these are so close to the same color. I almost hesitated putting them on the top of the page, but I think overall when you look at it, you realize that it's just variegated all the way down, and I'm really liking that concept. This is a teacher planner that I use as a tracker. I have to keep track of so many things that I just can't keep up without a tracker. And so that's where this came from, out of necessity. Now this is also from the book. This is actually a clear one, but it's going to fit there just fine because I have to put March over it. Let's see. Kind of wanted that to go over more. Let's see if I can lift it. If not, then we're going to play with it. It's going to come up. Clear stickers are easier to play with than paper stickers. So we're just going to kind of move it over a bit. And I'm going to put March kind of towards the bottom of it, I think. No, the month shines through there. So let's see if we can just put it there. That's good. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put the days of the week. And the reason that I chose the neutral book is these are kind of a gray color. Not so much, let's see now, we're going to play with this because I have the number. I've been really liking the little letter with the big number, and this time we don't have it. So we're kind of got this. I don't really want to do this. I could, and then I could put one of these over the top. Let's just try one, see if we like it. I don't know if we're going to like that. And since I have both colors open, and this is the lighter one, these are from what was Girl Boss Anna. She's not Girl Boss Anna anymore. I don't really know what she's called, or even if she's still around. Oh wait, this might be so gray you can't read through it. Ha! Okay, so then let's try putting it on top. And I'm going to turn the white to the top part of the sticker and see if we like it. I don't know. I think it looks kind of redundant. So that is a no. Okay, and I'll take the Monday off. Usually it's pretty easy to get things off these. So I think, what if we just did this? Kind of plain, huh? Okay, so what if we did side by side? Oh, I wonder if we got out the abbreviations and see if that works. Well, that's my favorite so far, but Wednesdays is barely going to fit. So let's just see. We got this really close to the edge and up a little bit, so we have a little color on the end. And then number 10. Yeah, I think ooh, I'm sorry about that. I bet I made you nauseous. Okay, so let's do Wednesday. Wednesday is definitely going to be a problem child. What if we put it, yeah, I don't want to do that. All right, plan B. Hold please. I'm going to get out the abbreviations and see if that works a little bit better. Okay, the abbreviation will probably work. It's not my favorite. What if we were to put this over the top? Kind of seems a little redundant again, but yeah, I don't like it either. But we're just going to go with it. So that's Monday, Tuesday. The abbreviation is going to work because of the Wednesday word. Okay, let's try to get that in there. Wednesday. Okay. Then we'll just finish this out here. And this almost looks brown, but I think it'll be close enough to where we won't have to stress. Let's see, where's the gray? There it is. We won't have to stress about color match. The black was just too bold, and the gray was what I wanted. And you know, I didn't even think about the little book in gray, but it is what it is now. That's what we got. Here's our numbers. We'll put that on. There'll be a little bit on the big side, so they still have that contrast. And that's crooked, but we're gonna leave it, I think. And there we go. That doesn't look too bad. And I think as we go, the darker color will make it a little bit better. Okay, the abbreviation was the solution. So here we go. Let's see, let's put this a little bit closer. And this will finish off our dating. Now, I know a lot of people out there don't enjoy dating their planners. I like it because then I can make it colorful and match. And now that I look at it, that was the perfect choice. I'm very happy with it. So I like redating. I like having an undated planner and putting it together because for me, it just adds to the cohesiveness. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these paper stickers to cover the day of the week. And then we're going to put our label over the top for the categories. And the one in the middle, I just realized that I did not pull. So that's got to be a deco piece. Oh, you know what? We'll pull it off the PET tape. But I'll have to white that out, which is fine. Okay, so that's that. We're not using the long one, so that's that. Okay, so the top one is gratitude. And there we go. The middle one is noted. And these are different sizes because of a long story. I had some printed. I tried to reprint more. And yeah, it just didn't work out. But I'm going to use them till I don't have them. Now this one is double lined, and so is the next one. But we're just going to leave it like that. The next one should fit a little nicer because it's the smaller. They're all the same font, just the different size. So while I'm here, let me put this on. And this is just the initials of the people in my family. And I put it here so that I can see who's doing what and what are my responsibilities. When my daughter is not home, I have to take over the care of her animals. And she has 2 dogs, 4 cats, and a horse. So I have to make sure that those babies are taken care of. So I keep track of everybody's schedule here. Okay, so now let's talk about the deco part of this page. I want to take I want to see, there is I should have marked it, I didn't mark it. There is, for lack of a better term, a washi strip in here. One is dark and one is light. And clearly I have a lot more of the lighter one. But it is sprinkled with gold. This is sprinkled with white. What color is going to match our... I like the darker one. And you know what? I actually have 2 of these books. So I should have plenty of the darker tape. So let's go with that one. It's going to be really skinny when you pull it off because you're going to lose a bit on both sides. But that's okay. And let's see. Do we want to put this one over here? Get the most out of it rather than cutting it. Okay, I think I'm going to make a little camera adjustment. You guys are kind of offside for me. Oops. And I keep pulling it out of the camera view. So, uh-oh. That was not very smart, Kathy. Okay, let's pull this up. And we'll just, so much for having a nice long piece, right? Come on, go up there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me make that adjustment. I'm sorry if it makes you nauseous. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, all right. And then let's take one of these and put it on there. I think I'm going to go the other way. Oh, that way is kind of blank too. Okay, so we'll just put it on, matching it up. Sometimes the matching part is hard. Yeah, that one's a little bit wonky, isn't it? So let's see if we can fix that. I don't like that it's really plain on the end, so I'm gonna do a little trim job here, and then that way it goes from a big spatter to continued spatter without a break in the middle. Are you that picky with your stickers? I don't know why I am. My sister is so cute. She's like, Kathy, just throw it on the page. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so we're going to cut this off. This is the only thing about stickers and sometimes washi tape. When you go to cut it, it slides and then you don't get a real nice trim. So there we go. Now I want to do the same thing on the bottom. Maybe not, because our PET tape has mushrooms. And maybe we'll just let it grow out the bottom. Maybe we'll just put it on the top. So let's get that other book and pull the long one, which now we know is at the back. And there's a lot of really neat quotes in here. There's 2 long ones. I thought about just filling the page with quotes, but then I found the mushroom PET tape, and I'm like, yeah, you love mushrooms, so let's go with that. So that's what I did. How nice. This just fits in here perfectly. Very good. We'll just remove the little tidbits. And if you don't have a little scrap piece to put your tidbits on, I highly recommend it. It works so nice. They don't get stuck to you and all that stuff. Okay, so I need something here because it's I don't know if the PET tape will cover it. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? And then put a quote on the inside. Let's see if we have a quote that'll fit in that center. And then I'll just cover that with whiteout. Let's see. I want something. Keep up the great work. You are amazing. Let's try that one. It's small enough and it's very encouraging. Okay, so I'm going to white out the Wednesday. And that way, when we put the wreath over it, it will look just fine. Okay, so let's pull off that wreath. This is going to match so well. I can't believe that I didn't remember I had this. Yeah, it's a little high. I don't know if I can lower it though, because to get it done, I should have put a little bit lower. Okay, that's better. That's better. And then we're going to put this in the middle. And it matches so good. And there I go, hitting the phone again. Oh, I like it. Okay, so let's now talk about, I definitely want some of these mothy butterflies. I love this moon. Let's see, we have, this is more like daisies, and this is more like mushrooms. So let's, I'm gonna need, well, let's see. Can we put the mushrooms? We could put the daisies on one side, and then let's see how we can fill it up. Let's see. Oh, look at the big moon. I love it. These are all quite large. You almost have to go to the repeat to get more. And do I want mushrooms on one side and daisies on the other? I think we will. Let me move this book. And then let's see. I think we'll do, this one is actually, I think, a little bit longer. It's definitely taller. So we're going to put the daisies on the 4 side and the mushrooms on the 3 side. And if you don't know what I mean by that, there's 3 columns here, 4 columns here. And that's what I mean by the 3 side and the 4 side. Now, taking out the lines that go across is kind of time consuming and a real pain in the tushy. But taking out the lines going up and down is much easier and doesn't really bother me. So while we're at it, we're just going to take the lines out on this side too. This is a Uniball, Signo Uniball pen. I used to use a white jelly pen and then Elise with Plan with Elise. Just really highly recommended this pen, and I was not really thrilled with the jelly roll. So I said, what can it hurt? Oh my gosh, I fell in love. These are the best white pens that I have ever used. The one thing with a white pen is you really can't go over it. It lifts. Okay, so do I want to, okay, I need to go up higher. Well, I just put my pen away. So we'll go up one more line. I do like to give it a chance to dry. I don't know why. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to smudge. So why am I stressing over the letting it dry? I think it's just a natural thing. Okay, so we're going to let that fold down. And we're going to pull the other mushroom piece. The one thing about having like 5 loops on a roll or 3 loops on a spool is you have, I don't want that to go there. Let's see, can I put this here? Kind of overlap that so it looks like it belongs there. Okay, and oh, it's just a tad bit short. and I'm not going to be able to repeat that again. Okay. I think we're going to just leave it. Cut this through as best as we can so that we can remove the top layer. Come on. Remove the top layer. And then it looks, oh, yeah, I didn't line it up quite right, but there we go. Now, can I put this one here? Not really. Kind of looks, well, we can make that work. We can make that work. Okay, so we'll just cut this off, and an alarm went off, which cut you off, so we are starting over again. I love the mushrooms there. I hope I like the daisies too. Let's get those daisies. I'm going the wrong way. Let's get those daisies off and just see what they look like over there. I am so excited to use this. I'm still like in awe that it matches so nicely with Girl with Goals. I cannot tell you the name of this because I did not even know that I had it. Okay, so we're just gonna put this in here. Okay, I need to go up higher on this side. They're not quite the same in height or length, but they look really good across. So let's get the other daisies. I don't think they're daisies, but they're not mushrooms. So we'll get that one. And I'm sure you had kind of a shock when the camera started again. I moved the camera again because I wanted, let's see, if I put that there, does that look pretty good? I think that does look pretty good. Because I just couldn't get the camera where I wanted it. It was just not liking me. So hopefully you got a good picture now. Okay, we'll pull this off. Oh, come on, be nice. There we go. Now I'm keeping this just in case we need it. My sleeves are going to drive me crazy today. Okay, so we'll put this here. Now, I don't think I want the other washi here. I like it just the way it is. But I do think that we need some fun stuff at the top. So let's see what we can pull off. And we do need to do the noted section, but so let's do that first. I gotta do my chores before I get to play, right? Okay. Stress is a number, and mood is a emoji. Okay, and then I get really bad leg cramps. So I'm going to, oh, can I do that? I wish I could do that, but that doesn't work. That's really close. Maybe we'll just do it. We're just going to do it. It should be closer. It would fit perfectly. But I think I'm going to have to cut it because it's going to drive me crazy if it's not on the line. I wish I wasn't OCD like that, but man, it's got to be on the line or I just can't. I can't function. I can't visualize what line it's supposed to be on. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to stop the camera, put these on. You don't need to see me do it all the time, and I'll be right back. Well, another phone interruption, but I wanted to share with you that I needed 2 dots for each day, and I could not find a smoky purple color. But I had these green ones, and there is green in the foliage. So I tried it. One, I like the size, and 2, I think the green works fine. I've always been a green and a purple kind of kid. I wanted to paint my room purple and green when I was little, And my mom said no, but I could paint it purple and pink. And so I was like, well then, I've always been a purple and green kind of kid. Tinkerbell reminds me of purple and green. Okay, so now, what do we have left to do? I think we just have deco to do. Put a little deco and get it done, a little deco and gratitude, and I think that's pretty much it. So I really want to use some of these moths. I wonder if there's a few little ones. Here's a mushroom, crystal mushroom. Let's go with, I don't want to get too carried with the green. I don't want to step away from the purple, but I do think we need to add a little bit of the green. So, and then let's see, here's a little star that we can put at the top. Let's do it here. I want to incorporate some color in that lower gratitude section. A mushroom. What's the mushroom side? This one. Gotta have a mushroom. Sears, if you guys know what Sears is, used to have a kitchen canister set when I was much younger. First house. And I was like, oh, I gotta have these mushrooms. Well, for Christmas, my parents bought me the entire collection. I treasured those for years. And then one day it was time to move on, and it was really hard for me to do that. But my mom found somebody who didn't have very much money and paid me what she could for them, and I had a good spot in my heart that said I did the right thing. So, yeah, they went away. That was really hard for me. I'm just adding some mushrooms here. I wonder if I should take the quote off and stick the moon in there. Be patient with me. I like to change things up. Used to do that, I would design the whole page off camera, and then I could put it together in front of you, and all my changes would have already been figured out. And oh, I like the moon better. I don't know, this doesn't really have any sayings on it. Maybe I'll just put it down here. And then, I don't exactly know what these little round things are, but we're just going to use them maybe across the top. Well, this one's yellow. I don't want yellow. I want to focus on the purple and the green. So let's, that one's got purple. So let's put this down here. And then we're just looking to see what else we can pull. Maybe, I don't know if these are crystals or like tulip tops. I'll let you guys tell me. What do you think those are? I love them. So we're going to put this one here. And then we have this like daisy here. I think we're going to use that. It's not, it's the smoky, it's the lighter color. So oh, do we want to put that there? I think we do. I think we do. And then we have a big star. Maybe I'd like something here and here. Maybe this one. Ouch. Doesn't feel good when you poke yourself through the PET tape. Come on. What about down here? That works. Oh, I wanted a moth. I only got that one. I should have put that down here. Oh, well. Let's see if we can find a place for him. He's kind of big because I use all my space. But what about Thursday the 12th? I don't think I have much going on. Anything I want to get it done will go on another day. Okay. Don't want another wreath. those are kind of big. You know, let's take this guy. Look at him, the way he kind of just swirls around. Ooh, he fits nice there. And then I have another little one. Where did I see it? Ah, that's no fun. Oh, look at that single one there. That's perfect. This is another little, we're going to put him here. I just want to dress it up a little bit, not get too carried away. We can put this guy, I don't want to put too much in the Get It Done, because I have, oh, what about here? He's just the right size. Flower, flower, mushroom, mushroom. There we go. I would like a little more, these sleeves, what do I do with them? I would like a little more sprinkling across the top. Let's see. I don't know about these things. I feel like they should go up and down. But they're going sideways on the PET tape and they have a straight edge. So what if we were to put them here? Get it done. What if we put that like that? I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I still want some stuff up there. So let's do this one. I think that this is a crystal because it's a funny shape. So, yeah, don't like that. I don't think I like that either. Let's see if we can put this at the top. Let's see if we like this up here. I can cut it off a little bit. Ooh, that's better. That's better. And then we can put this here. Okay. And let's see, I have that big thing there and that star thing. Yeah, I don't want too much. Wouldn't mind something little over here. I think my doggy upstairs wants to go out. I love the dark color of this. So let's see, can we put this? Oh, kind of like it even with the quote right there. What about here? Or here? Yeah, I like it here. Okay, and then I might find another one of those dark ones. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. Because I need to be able to write. And I'm not sure. You know what? We have a mushroom here. Let's take this mushroom and let's put it here. There we go. And I think that's going to be it. I love it. I love it. I was struggling at first because I wasn't too sure I could find stuff to fill in the decor section with, but I think it's grand. Yeah, I like that up there, but this is, I don't think that we can get away with this piece up here. Let's just see. No. So anyways, I'm going to say thank you for stopping by. This is my tracker I use for my teacher planner. I hope that you guys have a great day. Like, subscribe, say hi, maybe share. You guys have, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.